just gonna come out and say it. I miss the days where we didn't know much of anything about people, about each other, about celebrities, about anybody. Like, I miss those days. Hola, hola, hola todos, it's tu prima favorita, Bobby here. Welcome back to the Cousins Corner. If you're not new here, if you are new here, welcome to the Cousins Corner. I am tu prima favorita, Bobby, and I just like to talk. And I'm just going to run my mouth just really quickly about all of the things that have been going on. We have been seeing a lot come out about people on social media, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because for people who are out here doing wrong, doing dirty, doing this or doing that, out them all, get them all out of here, lock them all up, do whatever you need to. But I miss the times where we were not so connected. I know that social media has done a wonderful job at bringing the world closer together and making it seem a lot smaller than what it is, because we live in a big world. But that song, "It's a Small World After All," is actually true. It's really smaller than what you think. But I also must say that people are so quick to just put themselves out there. And I get it, because it's an outlet, right? It is something that you can use to connect with other people. It's something you can use to share your story. It's something you can use to get attention. It's something that you can use to meet new people. It's something that you can use to feel like you're not alone. But I think that we have gotten to the point, I'm not gonna say we, because I don't be out here putting my business out like that, but a lot of people, society just in general as a whole, has gotten to the point where there's no more shame. There's no more secrets. Like, everybody's telling everybody everything. And again, if you are out here doing dirt, go ahead, out yourself, let us know who you are so we can lock you up and get you up out of here. But for everybody else, it's okay to have secrets, y'all. It's okay to not tell everybody everything, or just tell your friends. Like, I am so tired of hearing conversations being had online where it's like, you should have kept this in a group chat. You should have kept this at the round table in the dining room at your granny house for you and your cousins to just hash it out in the middle of the night. You should have kept this in your diary. I am a firm believer in writing. I love to write. I write a lot, whether it's just poems, haikus, how I'm feeling, journal writings, gratitude journaling, whatever the case may be. I love to write, and I believe in that as an outlet. And I'm gonna tell you that some of y'all need to get a journal or just a random piece of paper and just write it down, because some of y'all are doing too much. It's too much, it's too much, it's too much. And I don't want to be out here sounding like I'm judgy for people. You know, live your life how you want to live it. But I am going to tell you, it's okay to keep some things to yourself. Some people are out here losing jobs behind things that either that are being taken the wrong way, or things that they should have never brought to the internet. You never know who's going to see. And that's why I say, like, it's a small world after all, because you're thinking there's billions of people on this app. There's billions of people online. There's billions of people doing this or doing that. And your video will be the one to go viral. And then what? Then what? Now your job is sacrificed. You're being doxxed. People are taking things out of hand, blowing things out of proportion, misinterpreting what you said, or finding out new things about you that they never should have even known. Like, we've got to stop putting ourselves on Front Street like that with no shame. And I'm especially speaking to just young women in general, and this is not me trying to police and say men can do it and women can't do it. I'm a woman. I'm speaking from a woman's experience. Everything is not meant to be online, y'all. And I get it. We want to show things off. We want to show off, you know, our lives or our lifestyles or whatever the case may be. Like, I love my apartment, y'all. If you see you probably seen every room in here. I'm not about to show you the outside of it. I'm not about to tell people where I live. I'm not about, like, you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with how much information you're letting off, even down to, like, your car. I remember when I was buying my car, this was years ago at this point, but I remember one of my tias, she was telling me, she was like, "Now I know you're gonna be happy that you know you got a brand new car." It was my first time ever buying a brand new car. It was the second car I've ever bought myself, but it was the first, like, brand new car. And she was like, "Don't go around just posting, you know, your car everywhere and showing your license plate and all, like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to flaunt. You're gonna have, you know, you don't want people like pocket watching you or all up in your business, or God forbid like stalking you or whatever the case may be. And I was like, oh Thea, I wasn't even planning on doing that. But that's just a small like example, but it's just, you don't need people that much in your business. And I understand that if you're an influencer or you're getting paid to promote something, or you're partnering with a company or something like that, like that's a little bit different. But it's like, for those of us who are out here, you know, just regular smoke, just regular folk, just blessed, but you know, still I'm just your average chica, you know. And I'm not gonna be out here just posting every single thing about my life. Even like, I like to travel. I'm not finna drop the load. I can't. Like, and it's not even just about like dropping your location or letting people know where you're at. It's like, I'm not gonna get on here and tell, you know, my personal business. I'm not gonna get in here and tell about what I do in my bedroom, or what I talk about, you know, when nobody's looking, or what, like, you know, it's not for the world to have. There are parts of you that are not for the world to experience. And I just think in this day and age of social media, we get so comfortable and we feel like, I want to be transparent and I want to be relatable. So I want to share every aspect of my life with as many people as I can. And some things you can keep to yourself. And that's not me hushing you. It's just like, there are things that I'm like, I want to keep to myself. I like when people find out new things about me. People who are intentionally in my life, who want to get to know me, and they're finding out these new things about me, and I'm finding out new things about them. I like that. But if you go around and you're posting your entire life on social media, it's like, there's not really anything to get to know about you besides that. And then also, like, you are kind of you could be potentially setting yourself up if you are not safe about it. So there's that. And then there's just the other aspect that is just like, I'm tired of hearing people's, I hate to say I'm tired of hearing people's opinions, because I'm on here giving my opinion, but it's just like, the world continues to not surprise me in how much ignorance is running rampant in our society. And it's really sad, because some of that ignorance is being passed on. There are some things that you can watch and you're like, oh, I know that doesn't make any sense, like that's crazy. But then there's somebody else who will watch it and be like, this makes complete sense. I'm gonna ingrain this into my brain, and now this is what I believe, and this is what I'm gonna go around spewing and telling people. And it's just like, there is a lack of responsibility that people have sometimes when it comes to their platform. And y'all see it a lot with people who have huge platforms and who get on there and they spew trash rhetoric or dangerous rhetoric or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, oh my gosh, where's the switch? I'm not trying to say that some people need to be censored, but I'm trying to say that some people might need to be censored. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. And I personally am still on my social media hiatus, except for YouTube, obviously. Obviamente, I'm here, estoy aquí. Pero I don't have a desire to go back, just because it's too much. It's too much. And I just think that, you know, we should bring back shame, because some of y'all need y'all need to be shamed. You need a little, not even a tap. Some of y'all just need to be straight up smacked. Or I shouldn't say y'all, some people. But it's crazy out here, and it's crazy how fast information can spread, whether it is good, whether it's bad, whether it's true, whether it's half true, whether it's not true at all. It's just so crazy. It's a bit dangerous, and it's a bit scary. And I just say that I kind of like the times where we weren't so connected. And maybe that's also from, well, I was gonna say maybe that's also from me being on, you know, my little hiatus or whatever. But I felt that way before. It's just, it's just too much. There's too much. And it's just a lot of people who have microphones, or who have platforms, or who have cameras, or whatever the case may be, that it's just like, I need you to go touch grass. I need you to go outside and actually talk to people. I need you to go talk to women, or go talk to men, or go talk, just talk to the lady, talk to the therapist, talk to somebody. Because talking to us, we don't need to be hearing all the intricacies of your life, de tu vida. It's too much. But anyway, I don't want it to sound like I'm judging people or saying that, you know, people should be hushed or not be able to get on here and share their stories, because there's a lot of positivity online too. There's a lot of positivity in people being able to share their stories and people being able to share their experiences. There is a lot of communities being built off of that. There is a lot of camaraderie being built off of that. And there's a lot of knowledge that's being passed on because people are able to get in front of these cameras and these microphones and share whatever it is that they have to share. But I just say, all in all, people just be discerning. Be discerning with what it is that you put out, as well as what it is that you take in, even in the least bits. Like, be discerning and be aware, because everything you hear and see is not true, and everything you hear and see is not untrue either. And sometimes you just have to turn it all off and just be like, I'm just gonna be with myself. I'm just gonna listen to my own pensamientos. I'm just going to sit with self, because there's so much outside noise, and sometimes it's very contradicting, and it can leave you a bit confused. It's a lot. We are too locked in, and I don't want to be that locked in with strangers across the internet, you know? But anyway, please drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do I need to shut my mouth? Whatever the case may be, leave your comments down below, because I love to engage with y'all. Again, feel free to like, share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is me, tu prima favorita, Bobby. Thank you for joining me today in the Cousins Corner, and I will see you next time. Bye.